So we are in the verse 395 or 6? Okay. So we will once again read this 395 before going to 396. Vaktavyam kimu vidyatetra bahudha brahmaiva jivasvayam brahmaita jagadatatam nusakalam brahmadvitiyam shrutihi brahmaivahamiti prabuddhamatayaha santyakta bahya sputam brahmi bhuya vasanti santata chidhanandatmanai tadruvam. Vaktavyam kimi vidyate etra bahuda. What is there to talk more and more about this? Brahmaiva jivam swayam. And the jiva is Brahma only. Brahma means Brahma Tattvam only. And this Jagat, this world also is Brahma Tattvam only. And everything is Brahman only. And this Brahman is one without the second. Whatever appears is only an appearance. Nothing has happened. And Brahma eva ahamiti prabuddhamatayaha. One who has awakened to the state of aham brahmasmi, he gives up whatever is external and he remains as the Brahma Tattvam only. Dhruvam means what? Firmly he abides there in the Brahma Tattva. So therefore, it is very clearly said, everything is Brahman and there is nothing other than Brahman. Not even neha nanasti kinchana. Nothing is excluded. You cannot exclude anything. Why you know? You know why? Because everything has to come into your consciousness. Then only it is known to you. So, by the very fact that it is coming into your consciousness, it is very consciousness itself. And even the ignorance also comes in the consciousness. So, that is also Brahman only. Ignorance means ignorance of something. I mean, ignorance of something. Also you know. Is it not so? So, therefore, everything is Brahman. There is nothing other than the Brahman. Jahi malamaya koshe aham diyottapitasham prasabha manila kalpe linga dehepi paschat nigama ghadi kirtim nigama gadida kirtim gadida kirt Nityamanandamurtim Swayamidhi parichiya Brahma rupena tishtha Jahi malamaya koshe Aham diyottapitasham Prasabha manila kalpe Linga dehepi paschat Nigama gadida kirtim Nityamanandamurtim Swayamiti parichiya Brahma rupena tishtha. You know why we are chanting twice, you know? Because first time if you had missed something, the second time you will be attentive and you may chant properly. This is our Vedic technique actually. In the Gurukula Vasa, the Guru will chant once and the Shishya will repeat twice That is how they learn the Vedic mantras. That is a tradition actually. That is one thing. Second thing, we give you the text, give you the textbooks, and you follow it so that you will get the satisfaction that we have gone through Vivekachudamani verse by verse. See, otherwise if you don't have the book, if you just listen and you do not know which chapter you are, which verses you are not very aware. So you hear, sometimes it comes, it goes. You may not have that fulfillment that we have completed a text, we have studied a text. So that is why we should have the book in the hand, chant verse by verse and try to understand word by word, and then try to read the commentary later when you go back. So you are very satisfied. Now we have taken a text and thoroughly we have studied. That is good. That is how you read, you get some satisfaction. See, what is life after all? You should feel satisfied. Ah, yes, we have done this. Nice. You know, that is why we do this way. And this is our Gurudev's methodology actually. See, Gurudev never talks without a book in his hand, whether it is Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita or anything. He is such a person who follows Adi Shankara like that. Very sincerely he follows Adi Shankara. Not like other neo-acharya, chumma, whatever comes they talk. He is not like that. All Veda Pramanam only he talks. Though his approach may be modern, but he is very, very traditional person. A very, very traditional conservative person. Yes, approach is very, very modern. That has to be for the modern age. You understand? Since we have been groomed by Gurudev and other acharyas, we also follow the same tradition. Yes?
He is also very dramatic in his expression.
That is why he was very popular. Our people like drama, no? No, he's English, my God. He's something amazing. You read the commentary sometimes. Poof, he is a master, no doubt. See, here it is said, Jahi Malamaya Koshe. This kosha, whatever the body, mind and all, Malamaya, it's impure. It is not very auspicious, very good, you know. There is nothing to hug and say, ha ha, wonderful. Because through all the dwaras, all dirt only comes out. So, Malamaya Koshe. And Jahi means give up. Give up this attachment towards this Malamaya Kosha. Aham diyotpatti asham. Aham diyotapita asham. And that desires which arises from the ahamdi, that this personality. Everybody has got different desires, not same desires. Because of the different vasanas within, so we have different desires. So give up the attachment towards this Malamaya Kosha and also give up your attachment towards all the desires created by the ahamdi, the ego cells. And prasabha, prasabam anila kalpe linga dehe vipaschat. This linga deha means subtle body. See, anila kalpe means what? Which is kept intact with the body because of the pranamaya kosha. Anila means wind, prana. So, anila kalpe linga dehe vipaschat means give up then this linga deha also. It is nothing. Prasabha means what? Means forcefully, consciously. It will not just go like that. Consciously, forcefully, you have to give up the attachment with the mind and intellect also. That is very difficult because we tend to take all the emotion to be our emotion, all the thoughts to be our thoughts. We can't even for a second think it is rising in the mind. No, we can't think that way at all. The identification is so complete. We feel it is my emotions. Nobody is understanding my emotion. How much I am suffering. Hare Rama, you are not suffering, it is not your emotion. See, this is how you really tease me and make me really miserable. See? And it is my thought. It sparked, it's my thought. It is not your thought. It sparked, that is right. It just sparked. It's not your thought. It happened because of some grace in the Vijnanamaya Kosha. And what is your business claiming it to be yourself? That is why our rishis, they never put their names in the Upanishads. They say it is not from me or by me. It's all divine, revelation. Revelation means revealed to me. So they say they are called seers of the mantras. So therefore, to give up this identification with our emotions and thoughts is not easy. We so much identify with it. And with ahamdi is very, very difficult. We get angry. How can you do this? How can you say this to me? You know who I am? You get hurt. You know, my father is a superintendent of police. Yo, apdiya? Yes. So I can do anything I want. My father is a minister. See, this is ahankara. We identify with every damn thing. So you have to give it up. If you want that highest, you have to give up the attachment to the small little things. Nigama gadita kirtim. Nigama gadita kirtim. Nityam ananda murtim. Aha, what a poem. What is this Nityam ananda murtim? Ever blissful self. What is that? It is Nigama gadita kirtim. It is really praised in the scriptures. Nigama means the Vedas. Kirti means its glory is really sung beautifully by the scriptures. Nigama gadima kirtim nityam ananda murtim swayamiti parichiya. You understand that to be your own self. So when you study scripture, you are studying about your biography or yourself. See, that is what happened to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. He never studied anything except that Periya Puranam, it seems. He got it just like that at the age of 16. And he came here. And he was there in Virupakshi. Always immersed in himself. Not aware of anything. How blessed. Not aware of hunger or thirst or anything. And then slowly the devotees brought some books to him. And they started asking, what is this? See, he knows Tamil, but I don't know where he learned Sanskrit. But he was able to read and understand and also explain things in Sanskrit and write poems in Sanskrit. Can you believe this? And write in Telugu and Malayalam. I don't know where he learnt all those things. Nobody knows. It's all mystery. And Kavya Kanta was very sort of astonished. His poem in very difficult meters. Arya Vritti is very difficult. In that meter also he started writing poems. Even Kavya Kanta said, it's difficult for me also. He is a great Pandita in Sanskrit. So, people came to him with books. And then when Bhagavan went through it, you know what? Actually, his own experience was revealed there. It was not strange, it was not very alien to him. It is only talking about himself. How wonderful it is. When you read the verses from the Vedas, and if you can appreciate that the Vedas are talking about me, my own true existence, how wonderful it would be. So all the Vedas are praising, glorifying this self which I am, which is Nityam Ananda Murtim, which is always blissful. Swayamiti Parichiya. Recognize this as your own self. Brahma Rupena Tishta. And may you remain as that Brahma Tattva. Brahma Rupena Tishta. May you remain as the Brahma Tattva. How nice it is. So, again and again, if you watch it carefully, for all these verses, what is said? Give up attachment towards the Anatma, that is the Panchakoshas, all the three bodies, and give up all the sense indulgence, sense objects, and give up the attachment to the body, mind, and the Ahamdi. And then what? Contemplate on the self. Focus the attention on the self and abide in the self. When you abide in the self, you see everything as self. That is nothing other than the self. Avadampa Vishayame. And this Adi Shankara has been writing verses after verses after verses. He is a great Pandita, scholar, with different examples. Because our mind is so gross. Is Maramanda. You know Maramanda na theriyuma ungalku? Maramanda means Kalimand, clay, means mud is there. Madeva Satyam. So to penetrate this Maramandai, he has to hammer. So again and again. Even after listening to Vivekachudamani is over. Atma Vidya Vilasam over. Atavakra over. Everything over. But still this ego is not over. Identification is still intact, very strong. And we sympathize with our own personality. Why this to me? ஏன் எனக்கு மாத்திரம் எல்லாம் இப்படி வரணும்? நான் என்ன பாவம் செஞ்சேன்? இதுதான் பாவம். What is the பாவம்? You are identifying with this dirty personality is the பாவம். That is why we are suffering. There is no other பாவம். Don't sympathize with this idiotic personality, false personality. I am not talking about somebody else. Our own I. Don't identify with that kind of ego self. So identify with the pure self, which is beyond all these, samsara, dosha. So that is what you have to do. Yes, swayamiti parichiya brahma rupena tishta. Always remain as the brahma tattvam. Shavakaram yavat bhajati manujastavad-ashuchihi parebhyasyat kleshaha janana marana vyadi nilayaha yadhatmanam shuddham kalayati Shivakaram achalam tatatebhyo muktaha bhavatihi tadaha shrutirapi. I do not know how to chant this, so we have read it as prose. I hope you will forgive me, because I am not a musician. If I am a musician, you will regret for it. Everything I will sing in tune, and you cannot follow. Thank God that I am not a musician. I am an Aurangzeb. When it comes to music, I and Aurangzeb are one. See what he is saying here, Yavad, as long as Shavakaram bhajati, this dead body, if you are going to worship, see how strong it is. Actually, we are worshipping this dead body. Shava akaram, bhajati. As long as you worship this dead body. See, that is why some Mahatmas, they are very, very blunt. Once when our Swami was there in a function, and somebody was trying to garland some politician or some big shot, let us say. But our Swami never accepts any mala or anything. Then he was telling us, see, this fellow is garlanding the dead body, and the dead body is very happy. You should see in the temple also, especially the North Indians, they come there, and our priest knows. And வந்துருச்சு ஒரு ஆடு, ஒரு பலியாடு. So they bring the rose mala from the Lord, and then this fellow, and then he will never remove it. Everywhere he goes like this. Shavakaram. The dead body, they have put the mala, and this dead body is so happy, smiling, as if he has done something great, achieved something glorious, and he has been honored. Nothing. He has given 500 rupees. It is only a barter system. So you give me 500, I give you this mala. Okay? But I tell you, without the grace of Ambal, it will not happen. So therefore he is blessed only. If Ambal's Icha is not there, that mala will not come and hang around his shoulder. Something will happen, he will not get it. He is getting means Ambal's grace also is there. See, we should not, discredit like that. Definitely Ambal's grace is there. But this Shavakara is so happy. Ayyo, somebody has garlanded me. So, yavad, till that point of time, Shavakaram bhajati manujaha. Manujaha means what? One who is born out of this Manu and his race, means the humans are called Manujaha. Manujaha. Manushaha means what? Manujaha only has become Manushaha. The man who has been worshipping the Shavakaram, tavad ashuchihi. Ashuchihi means very dirty. Ashuchihi. You should not even touch this, your own body. Ashuchihi. impure. That is why Swami, we apply a lot of soap and shampoo and this and that. But still he is ashuchihi only. Ashuchihi parebhyasyat kleshaha. Then what? Sat kleshaha. Whenever he worships this body, which is parebhyaha, which is not his own self. See? Not his parebhyaha means it is not his self, it is something else, anatma. And ashuchihi, it is dirty and it is not worthy of worship. Then when you worship such kind of a dirty thing, kleshaha, what is the result? There is always manakleshaha, some sort of agitation and confusion in the mind. Why? You have done something very wrong. What is the wrong? This shavakaram is very ashuchihi, very impure. That you are worshipping. That is why there are so much of klesha in the mind. So next time whenever you apply makeup, you remember this. Shavakaram ashuchihi bhajati. But don't tell anybody. Don't go and tell your wife. Now you are shavakaram ashuchihi bhajati. Then she will give you one. That is why you are suffering. That is why parebhyaha syat kleshaha. And not only that, when you worship this shavakaram, what happens? Janana marana vyadi nilayaha. And what this shavakaram? It is a house. House of what? Janana marana vyadi nilayaha. My God. All disease, all wrong, rubbish things happen here only. In this body only. See, the other day our Acharya said, our Acharya can only think this way, you know. He said, if you have a disease, it is good, he said. Why? At least then you will give up this attachment with this body. I have seen some people who are very beautiful, you know, very handsome, or they are very proud of their beauty. And they are so attached to their body and everything. Especially these ammas, ladies, they have a long hair and all, they are very attached to it. They want to display everywhere. Everything we want to display. We are very proud of it. Hare Buddhu, you are worshipping this dead body, which is a storehouse of what? Marana, Vyadi, etc. At least if you have some disease, if you are not okay, chhod do yaar, this is nonsense. You will think that this is nonsense. Otherwise, the attachment will never go. When you are very healthy, very energetic, very active, and you feel like Rakshasa only. Whom should I kill now? You eat a lot, and then you go to gym, and then you are very healthy. Then what is the idea? Whom should I go and kill? Ada you think. You will not think about the self. So, Acharya said, if you have some disease, it's good. At least you know that this body is like that, and you will not be attached to it. That is fine. So it is not that we should develop diseases, huh? It is not that. But yeah, that's what. Lord is very gracious. He sends to make you more matured. He sends everything. He sends your roommate also to make you more matured and more gracious. He sends everything. No, don't laugh. This is too much. You are that. Don't laugh. You are that. You are that person. She thinks somebody else and she is laughing. She is forgetting that she is the person who I am referring to. Parebhyasyat kleshaha janana marana vyadi nilayaha. See, this is the nature, this is the lot when you bhajati, when you worship this dead body. Then if you worship the self, then what happens? Yada atmanam shuddham kalayati. When you realize this Atma, the self, which is your own true self, yada atmanam shuddham, which is very pure. Why? It is very auspicious. There is nothing other than that. Always Shivam, Shivakaram, Achalam, which is Shivakaram, which is very auspicious. Everybody is that. Even a worst criminal is this only, Shivakaram. If he says, I am Shivakaram, you cannot contest that. He is Shivakaram only. Though the superimposition is, he is a criminal. So he's not actually a criminal. You are imagining that he's a criminal. Shivakaram, achalam, which is still, which is not moving. Tada tebhyaha muktaha bhavati. When you worship this self, which is your own, which is Shuddham, which is Shivakaram. That is what? Shavakaram. This is Shivakaram. When you realize that, Tebhyaha mukto bhavati, tadaha shrutirapi, you get realized, you get liberated, now and here. Tadaha shrutibihi, shrutirapi, the Shruti Mata also tells the same thing to you. So Adi Shankara says, it's not me who is telling this. Even the Vedas are telling the same. So instead of worshipping the Shavakara, start worshipping the Shivakara. That is Ashuddham. This is Shuddham. That leads you to Janana Marana Dukkha, Vyadi, etc. But this leads you to Mukti, Moksha Samrajya. See the difference? So therefore, instead of worshipping the Shavakaram, worship the Shivakaram. How beautiful. Now, moving on. Swatmanyaropita shesha abhasavastu nirasataha swayameva param brahma purnam advayam akriyam swatmanyaropita shesha abhasavastu nirasataha swayameva param brahma purnam advayam akriyam. See, we talk about radicalization of the Muslim youth. Radicalization or brainwashing. This is real brainwashing. Verse after verse, Adi Shankara is brainwashing us to believe that this is unreal, this is imagined, and only this is real, this is how many verses? And we have been brainwashed for 2.5 years in the ashram. And afterwards also only brainwashing going on. So you start believing. Is that not so? Even though you don't believe, you start believing. Go again and again if something is said, hammered, you start believing. But this is Satyam. So there is nothing wrong in this brainwashing.
This Bhagavan has given all this in 40 verses?
Sure. All this means the essence of it he has given. And more, why I am saying more, certain cobwebs he has removed. See, when you are practicing this sadhana, the seeker, when he progresses, he gets caught into certain things. Very finer things he gets caught. Those things he has just removed it like this. That's what I feel always. That is something very wonderful because all the cobwebs he clears. And Anubandham also. There are another 40 verses. It is supplementary. Another 40 verses. That 40 verses also. My God. Very beautiful. So Bhagavan has got a very unique technique, unique approach actually. He will not go like this step by step and all. He will hit you first and kill you first and then start.
He starts after Vijnanamaya.
Yeah. And then he removes the cobwebs. Then you are okay. See, after studying all this, if you go and study him, it will be easy. Because it's a foundation actually. But if you don't study and you study straight Bhagavan, you will realize the self easily.
It will go or it will go up.
No, you will realize the self easily. When you study all this and go and read Bhagavan, sometimes you get, Hanga appadi sonnare Adi Shankara. But Bhagavan is saying this way, what is right? Both are saying the same, but in a different language. Different methodology may be used. See, if our Sachidananda is here, he may tell you what is different methodology in teaching. He is a great trainer, na? So there are different methodology in teaching. So each one takes different methodology, but they all point out to the same. And they, whatever they have practiced in their lives, what has been handed over Guru Parampara, that they share. If Adi Shankara says, that this Brahmakara Vritti, again and again assert yourself and don't identify. This has been given to him Guru Parampara. But Bhagavan, no Guru Parampara. Whatever he has realized, in whatever way, that has come out from him, from his experience. That is, Arunachala only has given that way. You should take that way only. Because he is considered as Dakshinamurti only, Arunachala only. So that same Paramatma only is revealing that way also. See, he himself says, while translating Atma Bodham or Dakshinamurti Stotram, he says, the same Adi Shankaran, he is in my heart and revealing this to you, he says. How beautiful. So therefore, here in different words it is put. Swatmani aropita ashesha abhasa vastu nirasataha. Swatmani means in one's own self. Swatmani. Aropita, superimposed. Ashesha abhasa vastuni. Abhasa vastu. See, in Tamil, they mention, this film is so abhasam. When the film is very vulgar, they say, Romba abhasama irukku. You may not understand what is abhasam. But there is Sanskrit word. Abhasa means what is not real. It is projected in a very crude way. That is called as abhasam in Tamil. It is a Sanskrit word actually. The usage is in Tamil more among Tamil Brahmins. They say, abhasama irukku. Then I was wondering what is abhasam. Here is it. Abhasa means it is not real, it is projected. See, in the screen also, you see certain, vulgar dance and song. Nobody will dance like that in the ordinary world, I suppose. I don't know whether some people can dance like that. I don't know what happened to him. Abhasam means what? It is all projected. And people enjoy such things. And nonsense they show. So abhasa means it's not true. It is all projected. Abhasa. So superimposed because of the projection. All the vastu nirasataha, when they are removed through proper discrimination, when they are negated, nirasataha, when they are negated through proper discrimination, then what remains? Swayameva param brahma purnam advayam akriyam. What remains is Swayameva, one's own self, Param Brahma, the supreme truth, Purnam, which is full, infinite, complete, Advayam, non-dual, Akriyam, without any activity, without movement. Akriyam, it is just still. So that alone remains. So that is the reality, Satyam, in which everything else is superimposed through the projection of the mind. Like the TV screen, let us not take the ordinary movie screen because it is projected from outside. Let us take TV screen. It is projected from within, let us say. See, you don't see some projector somewhere, na? You switch on, tuck, things come. So the screen is nishchalam, not moving. Right? Non-dual. It is one only. But in that screen, how many things are projected? My God. And forget about the TV screen. In your mobile screen, it is like this only. But how much is projected? When you are watching the movie, you don't think you are watching in a small screen. There high-rise buildings are shown, and the Spider-Man is shown to climb here, there, and then the car chase. Everything you see and you feel it is very real is happening, and you are involved in it. See, is it not amazing? See, in the small screen, this much of screen, they show you so much of space and so much of movement, so much of emotion. Oh my God, is that not amazing? But what is there? The innocent screen is just there, which is not at all aware of all these scenes also, which is not in any way affected by these scenes. It is just there. And so much happens. Romance happens, comedy, and then dishum, the fight happens. And whatever happens, whether the film is a tragic end or everything is, happy, shubham.
Ever after.
Yeah, They lived happily ever after, thereafter. Whatever happens, the screen is, the same screen is ready for the next show where you may project another language film. It has no problem. Hey, I don't accept this Malayalam film. No. I will only accept these English movies, The screen will not complain. Whether Malayalam movie or English movie, Sanskrit movie, any movie you project in it. It will give space to all the scenes to be projected, and it is not influenced by anything. And actually what is happening? Nothing is happening. Abhasam, it's only projected from within. If it is a TV screen, you can say within, or you can say transmitted and all, whatever. Say you take a computer screen and it is downloaded picture. It is projected from within. And nowadays the chips, the microchips, how much it can store. Through space la, they say some GB, adala engiyo poichadu, veranumollam poichadu. Imagine how can in this small space that kind of information can be stored. See, we wonder in this small sperm and ovum when they come together and the child is born, and how much of information is stored. Meaning the DNA, if you test the DNA, everything is revealed. Everything, the hair color, the skin color, this, that, the mannerism, how much of information is stored. That is all Jiva's part. I am talking about genes.
Talking about the cell.
Genes. I don't know. Don't talk too much, huh? எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச வச்சு ஓட்டிட்டு இருக்கேன் ஏதோ. So in a small chip, how much is stored? So in the small screen, how much is projected? Desha, Kala, Vastu, emotions, thoughts, everything is projected. So Abhasa. Similarly, in the self, everything can be projected. That is why Krishna said to Arjuna, whatever you wish you can see here. In the Vishwarupa Darshana, he showed everything. And then he said, whatever you wish to see, you see. Meaning what? Not only whatever you wish, because everything is your imagination only. Whatever you want to imagine, you imagine. Meaning everything is projected in this screen, means in this self. It's called as abhasa. It is just not real. It is only a projection, like the ghost which is projected by your own mind. It is not real. That is called as abhasa. So, ashesha abhasa vastu nirasataha. When all those abhasa, the projections, which are all imagined, are negated, then what remains? Swayameva, Param Brahma, the Supreme Brahman, Purnam, Advayam, Akriyam. This Parabrahma, which is Purnam, full, complete, Advayam, non-dual, and Akriyam, beyond all the activities, that alone remains. So that is our true self. That is the self of all beings. That is substratum of all, chara, achara, everything. So we all should be very proud. Proud means what? We all should be very happy that we are not this body mind. We are something wonderful. We belong to the Amrutasya Putraha. That is how Vivekachudamani addresses, Amrutasya Putraha. How beautiful. Oh, sons of immortality. Immortality. So that is our birthright. Immortality is our birthright. Tilak Ji Maharaj said, Swatantra, Swarajya is our birthright, he said. You know Tilak? Who is that Tilak? Hey, Bala Gangadhara Tilak. He said, Swarajya is our birthright. Self-rule is our birthright, he said. Similarly, our rishis say, this Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana is our birthright. Means what? We all should claim it because it is our own. It is our own self. So, these acharyas, they say, why are you suffering? You need not suffer. Whatever may be the circumstances, whatever must have happened to you in your life, to your body, mind, don't worry. You are beyond all this. You are Atma, the self. Nothing can happen to you. Nothing can touch you. You are always pure. You are auspicious. Shivakaram. You are auspicious. and you claim this. See, sometimes in the Google Pay, they send some rewards, scratch cards. You have to scratch it, and useless things they send. Nowadays I don't scratch, it's a waste of time. And they all weird things. So scratch card is waiting for you, as if some treasure is waiting for you. So when it is waiting, if you don't scratch it, it is not yours. You have to claim it. Meaning what? You have to scratch it, and then if something is there, you have to claim it. Then only it is yours. If the Atma is there, if you don't scratch it, meaning what? If you don't dive into it, and if you don't claim it to yourself, it is not yours. That's waste of it. Even though the Ananda is yours, if you don't claim it, it's your own, then it's of no use. So this claiming is very important. Yes, it is me. Yes. See, even though if you don't realize the self also, even the very thought that I am not this bundle of flesh, this Shavakaram, Ashuchihi, I am that Shivakaram, Shuddham, that very thought you contemplate like that, it brings in great joy to you and also great grace in you. Is that not so? And if you know that it is the self of all, so the very idea of itself is very noble, very auspicious, very wonderful. And abiding is 1,000 times wonderful. But even this idea, if you believe in, through all these logic and reasonings, itself is elevating, really transforming actually. Now moving on. Samahitayam sadichitta vrittau paratmani brahmani nirvikalpe na drishyate kraschidayam vikalpaha prajalpamatra parishishyate yataha. Tataha nirka, inge yataha nirka. Tataha is right. Samahitayam satichitta vrittau paratmani brahmani nirvikalpe na drishyade kaschidayam vikalpaha prajalpamatra parishishyate tataha. Chitta vrittau, all the thoughts arising in the mind. What is the one common thought which is connecting, one common thread which is connecting all the thought? The I thought. We should always remember this. Aham vritti. Okay. Samahitayam sati chitta vrittau paratmani. Samahitaya means when you merge all these thoughts in the Atma, the self, meaning giving up attention to all the thoughts. If you focus the attention only on the self and you abide in the self, that is what it means. It is not you can drag the thoughts and then push it inside the Atma. You cannot do that. You understand what I am saying? It is not sort of collecting the thought like you put everything in your bag, suitcase, or in your bag. See, some people, youngsters especially, when they go out for some picnic or something, when they come back, if you open their bag, my God, and the bag, penna palms, they put everything and they even push it. And they put bulge, but I don't like it. I hate that. Even when you come back, when you open the suitcase, it will be very orderly, organized. Then it means something. It talks about something about that person. These fellows, they put everything violently. Like that, you cannot gather all the thoughts and put into the Paramatma. Samahitayam. Now you put all the thought into the Paramatma and you allow that to come out. Not that. Not that.
Zip breaks.
Yeah, the seam bursts. You should not do that. So regarding the thought, you cannot do that. Regarding thought is not there for you to collect and put in. So being indifferent to all the thought, when you focus attention only on the Paratma, then it abides there. So that is what it is meant here, okay? Samahitayam sati chitta vrittau paratmani brahmani nirvikalpe. Nirvikalpe means where there is no division, no differences. That paratmani, when you abide, when all the thoughts are merged as though, meaning everything is gone, then what happens? Na drishyade kaschidayam vikalpaha. You don't see any vikalpas, anything other than yourself. Vikalpa means nothing other than yourself. No differences you see. Then prajalpa matraha parishishyate tataha. Tataha means then what? Prajalpa matraha parishishyate. Meaning, chumma, as when in your sleep you utter some nonsense, it's called prajalpam. Polambaraன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, தூக்கத்தில் புலம்புறான் in தமிழில் சொல்லுவாங்க. Means in the sleep, for no reason he says something. Whatever we are speaking also is like that only, prajalpa matram. Why? Because there is nothing which you can talk about. Whatever is only projected by the mind, it is false. And Paramatma you cannot talk. So what you can talk? ஒன்றும் பேச முடியாது 580 words எழுதியாச்சு. அது only in Vivekachudamani, and then still other things are there. So you can, all what you can talk is all bluff only. So Acharya is very clear. He says, whatever is talk is bluff only. I am only bluffing, he says. Why? About the world, whatever you talk is a bluff. And about the self, you cannot speak anything about it. If you say you are talking about self, it is a big bluff. Bigger bluff. So only you can bluff. Prajalpa matraha. So whatever you talk about anything is only a bluff from the highest standpoint. So therefore, when you abide in yourself, when you don't see anything other than the self, as if there are so many things, if you start talking, then what it means? It means you are chumma using words. See, in the TV shows, if you see, or in the radio shows, the anchors are there. You know the anchors in the radio show? Talk on for 15-20 minutes. But if you wonder what they have said, nothing. But that is an art, you know. You have to talk for 15 minutes without any content. That is an art. You and I cannot pull through. Cannot. But they are trained for that and they are genius. That is called sweet nothings. They go on using so many different words beautifully, flowery words, but what is the result? Nothing. Like that only we also talk. Use so many words, but why? For what? And this person is a great orator, and he, great scholar. So, meaning what? Nothing. See, that is why these great Mahatmas, they just go into Maunam. Because there is nothing to speak. What to speak? Whom to speak? And who will speak? Maunam vyakya prakatita para brahma tattvam yuvanam. So, see, this is the sign of maturity and wisdom. Just to talk only when it is required. See, it is said in Gita also, in other places also. What is the tapascharya for speech? Maunam. No, that is Maunam is highest, but everybody cannot. So it is said, Satyam vada, Priyam vada, Hitam vada. These are the three things we have to keep in mind. Only we are going to speak the truth, then half the speech we cannot. Because half the thing what we utter is untruth. Priyam vada means even though it is a truth, do not hurt others. Don't be blunt. Cushion it with love, with loving words. So Priyam vada. See, nobody asked you, no? Are your dress is horrible on you, Why do you say that? This color and your skin color, a black person wearing a yellow cloth, Krishna was wearing that. Our Ramarajan always wears that. With yellow shirt and green pant. Nobody can wear that, you know.
Why do you see so many movies, Swami?
I am not seeing any movies. My God. How do you know Rama Rajan means who is Rama Rajan?
There must be a star.
No, Rama Rajan. I am talking about Sri Rama.
Oh.
Sri Rama. So you need not tell that bluntly. You know, not me. I mean, you not tell that this dress is horrible on you. You need not tell that. Everybody knows. Mookilan mungattu muhuramahadu tukki anaindar. If a person knows, his mook is chappai. There is no nose. It is chappai, like Chinese. You need not go and show him the mirror. He knows already. His mook is chappai. So why should you go and show a mirror? So satyam vada, priyam vada, and hitam vada. Only when it is going to help him, you have to talk the truth. Then we cannot talk anything. Then Adi Shankara says, what you can talk? Hey brahmachari, you please do your sadhana. It is good for you. That much only you can talk on. Hitam vada means it is good for him. So when you consider these things, we may not be able to talk anything. And here it is said, whatever you talk is prajalpa matram. Prajalpa matram means chuma. Your tongue is moving. See, always I remember this anecdote, you know, this story. There was in a monastery, in a Zen monastery, there was a novice. He has joined recently, a young fellow. He's a monk, but. So innocently, he was commenting to his senior. Hey, see there, the flag is fluttering. Pavo he is. He said, the flag is fluttering. The senior fellow said, no, your mind is fluttering. The flag is not, wait, the flag is not fluttering, your mind is fluttering, he said. And then the chief, the master was walking that side, it seems. And he said, no, your tongue is fluttering. Meaning what? Nothing is happening there. See, one step is your mind is fluttering. Even mind is not actually. Nothing is happening, your tongue is only fluttering, unnecessarily. So the first step is what? அதான் நியாயமாக சொன்னால் ஃப்ளாக் இஸ் அவன் என்னம்மா தப்பாக சொன்னான் அவன் என்ன சொன்ன கொடியா செய்துப்பான்னு சொல்ல தப்பாப்பா ஒரு குற்றமா அது he said flag is fluttering. So this fellow started, no, your mind is fluttering. And then the chief coolly he walked and he said, no, your tongue is only fluttering. See what are the different standpoints. So even to say it's all projection of the mind is only pratibhasikam. Absolute sense what? Nothing is happening. Nothing has ever happened. That is ajatam. That is absolute. But that is not digestible. Then they will reject you first. Ajatam, you are never born, go away. Don't come here. So if you say at least it is there, but it is an illusion, people accept. Appadi sollunga. It was never happened. It's not possible. That is what we are saying. Ghost is an illusion. Okay. You can have illusions. Are Buddhu, what is the meaning of illusion? It has never come. Your mind is only thinking like that. It has never come out like that. So, what we are talking is prajalpa matram, chuma talking. That is why our Acharya say it's time pass. Swamiji, if it's only just bluffing, why are you bluffing always? And 4 sessions he bluffs every day. 4 sessions he bluffs. And everything is recorded. I don't know. He himself records it and he himself uploads it. And everybody should listen to his bluffs every day. Why are you bluffing this way? It's time pass. And it is your prarabdha to listen to these bluffs. What can I do? Nobody asked you to come. Anybody forced you to come? No. You came of yourself. Then it is your prarabdha only. Okay. Asat kalpo vikalpoyam Vishwam ityeka vastuni Nirvikare nirakare Nirvisheshe bidha kutaha असत् कल्पो विकल्पोऽयम् विश्वम् इत्येक वस्तुनि निर्विकारे निराकारे निर्विशेषे बिदा कुतः vikalpaha ayam. All these vikalpas, these differences what you are seeing, and the main difference is the experiencer and the experienced, and also so many other differences you are seeing. So many specimens you are seeing, like birds, animals, human beings, these, that. All these vikalpaha, asat kalpaha, it is only falsely imagined. Asat kalpaha, it is not real, it is falsely imagined. Vishwamiti ekavastuni, that is therefore this Vishwam, this world is nothing but an imagination in the ekavastuni, in that one self, one truth, it is all imagined. Nirvikare, nirakare, nirvisheshe, bida kutaha. In that nirvikara, changeless, nirakara, formless, nirvisheshe, where there are no attributes, where there are no any special attributes, how can there be any differences? Bido kutaha. How can there be any differences? It is not at all possible. Kutaha means how is it possible? In that one which is not changing, how all these things are possible? One where there is no akara, how these names and forms are possible? One where there is no nirviseshe, nothing special about it, how these special things have come? A vyakti, it is not possible. Kuto bidaha. So all these differences are not possible at all in that one self. So if you see it, it is your own imagination, it is not true. In the desert, there cannot be any water in between just like that. There is no water. But I am seeing it. It is your own mind's projection, it's an illusion. Just you are seeing it, that's all. But it is not there. So it cannot be, it is not possible in that one self. That is what Gaudapada argues. See, in that Paramatma, in the Brahma Tattvam, the world cannot come out. Why? Why world cannot come out? If you say, so kamayata, he desired, how can there be desire in Purna Paramatma?
Why desire?
There cannot be desire because he is Purna. And there is nobody to desire. There is no Vyakti. He is not a Vyakti to desire. So then how can the world come out? And if there is nothing other than the Paramatma, with what he has made this world? And for what? There is no Ichcha. For him there is no Ichcha. No, his Ichcha Shakti we say. See, everything is superimposition. Superimposition. Pavamavata Rukandargar, our mele Ichcha, Jnana, Kriya, everything is superimposed and an Ambal is created. And then Ambal creates everything in the world. And then comes Shiva and destroys everything. See, the Kodandinga on the beach, they with the sand, they create something. And some other fellows comes and, jumps on it, crashes it. Like that Ambal Pava, with everything she has built this world, and Shiva comes and crashes it, destroys everything. What you are nodding your head? Ambal has never created, Shiva has never destroyed. We are imagining all those things. So, all this is just created by our own minds, and therefore we have to, now who has created should wind up everything. எல்லாத்தையும் வைண்ட் அப் பண்ணி பெட்டிக்குள்ளே போட்டு பெட்டியை முழுங்கிடணும். So you have to swallow everything and everything is digested and you are one without the second. So that is how. So we have hit the 4th century also. 400 verses over. This is 400th verse. So 4 centuries, like Brian Lara. He has hit 4 centuries in a test match. Nobody has hit like that. Nobody. So today we have become Brian Laras. 400th verses we have completed. So we will conclude, we will stop here and we will continue. Yeah, and lunch break after. Then tea break after that. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरिः ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।